on ownr, Exploring Enterprise, linking the business size and ownership, the entrepreneur's skills with the business success. Review Mrs. Russell's question from the beginning of the course. The link is provided for you above. You should have the answers already to these questions below, so just check your previous work to make sure you do have them. If not, jot them down. Number 8 is a new question, so make sure you write down this new answer, highlighted in green the main point. Question 9 then. Lockdowns have finished, hopefully. That's irrelevant to question 7. And the economy is recovering, again relevant to question 7. How does the ownership type and the size of this business, Mrs. Russell's entrepreneurial skills, and the aims of this business, the one that you think that you know, and which is fine, how do all these things, 1, 2, 3, 4 things, all highlighted in purple, red, blue and green, how do these 4 things help Mrs. Russell's business be successful? So you might have got some of the answers in your previous response, but this time we've got to make sure we link it to the business aim. Now you've got to link what Mrs. Russell's does according to the research, but include in how much community work perhaps that she does, and use one of the business aims the way we have written them, the 6 ways we write the business aims, and look at that compared to how successful she is, and make sure you link back all the previous 7 questions to show how that helps her be successful, her entrepreneurial skills make her successful, her ownership type and the size of her business possibly can make her more adaptable. There's a clue. On entrepreneurial skills revision or preparation for coursework or replacement coursework, whichever way around, but it's revision, so we're going to get it done. The 6-mark question. Mrs. Russell Sweets and Treats of Madeley is owned by Carol Russell. This is a real operating business. She is a sole trader. Mrs. Russell is our business owner. We are going to investigate in terms of entrepreneurial skills. The next few slides show you a fraction of what Mrs. Russell does and the products she offers. She has a huge amount of photos to share. Your task: discuss the advantages and disadvantages of 3 entrepreneurial skills you believe Mrs. Russell demonstrates, and how these 3 skills, the ones you've chosen, support her successful sole trader sweet shop. Here's Carol Russell. This is Mrs. Russell at our school and meeting our students, giving a talk about her business. And these are some of the sweets that she brought in. And Mrs. Russell has a Facebook page. She doesn't have a website, and I would recommend that you go and have a look at her Facebook page to actually see the full extent of all the work that she does and all her products. So you can see Mrs. Russell's shop. This is a picture of the outside of the shop. Then obviously you've got her products, a close-up of her shop windows. You can have a peer through because it's very nice. Then when you go in the shop, you get this this display stand she's got in the middle. You've got a photograph of an order that she did during lockdown, where there were so many of them. Then it was a good job the shop was closed, is what she said on her Facebook page. So in order to house all the sweet bouquets that she did. We've got the stand in the middle, and then the photographs at the bottom will show you the actual shops. We're looking at all the aisles of sweets that she's got. You've got a couple of the sweet bouquets, and there's the link to her Facebook page as well for you to go and have a look at more of them. The shop is quite a small shop, but doesn't mean to say it's nonetheless, because she does an awful lot of business through orders as well. To give you an idea of the size, if we put about 3 or 4 students in there, it's going to look full, but nonetheless, what's really nice about it, when you walk in the shop, you can get a strong smell of sweets and chocolate. It's lovely. But here's some samples of what Mrs. Russell gets up to with her business. First of all, we've got Mrs. Russell sponsorships. She sponsors the Telford Tigers, and she sponsored the Ducks that were around all the touristy areas a while back. When you do a bit of research on Mrs. Russell's Facebook page, then you can actually see she's very, very community focused with her activities and what she supports. This is where Mrs. Russell's shop actually goes to events. You can see the trolley that she'll actually take to the events, so you can hire the sweet shop to go and support parties and weddings. As a sample, I'm sure she'll do other events as well. Here's Mrs. Russell's shop at community events, from fun runs to Christmas fairs to Macmillan mornings, so you've got some idea of the events that she'll go out and support. And here's a sample of Mrs. Russell's customer reviews, which you can see on her Facebook page, so you can have a read and as part of your research. The purpose of these 3 slides to go through is to show you what Mrs. Russell does, what her shop is, what her business is, and the activities that she goes and does, so you have an understanding of Mrs. Russell as an entrepreneur for you to look at the skills.